Amber, answer the door.
I don't know if I can do it.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And we're going to tell Becky and CJ tonight.
Becky, what if she freaks out?
Then we will all do whatever we have to do to help her through it. Okay? Now go on, sweetheart. Answer the door.
I cannot believe your mother. I mean, she actually had the audacity to tell me that she and Thorne are adults, like it's none of my business.
What did you say to her?
I told her that she had no integrity and no morals. And she doesn't, Rick.
Yeah, I wish you hadn't said that.
Why? Why? Because she might fire me? Fine, let her fire me. I don't care. Rick, I'm sorry, okay? I can't even imagine what you must be going through. I mean, have you even talked to her yet?
Yeah.
Good. Good, then she got it from both of us. Going after my sister's husband. He's a married man. I mean, there's just no justification for that. It's disgusting.
There is one way to justify it.
How?
Same reason you never gave up on me. My mother's in love with him, Kimberly.
What did you say to me?
I'm sorry, Macy, but you asked for it.
Are you out of your mind? Thorne is not married to me because I'm an alcoholic. And I haven't had a drink in years.
I shouldn't have said that.
Then why did you?
Because you said some pretty nasty things to me, things that I didn't deserve.
You deserved everything I said and more. How can you live with yourself? You're a mother. What kind of a role model do you think you are throwing yourself at married men? It is going to stop right now, tonight. You hear me, Brooke? You stay away from my husband.
Hi, Amber. Did Becky and CJ get back yet?
No. I thought you were them. No, come in.
Sally.
Hello, Eric.
Hi. Hello, darling.
I'm so happy that you're here.
Have they called?
Yes, a little while ago. They'll be here shortly.
Good.
When CJ telephoned, he did say that Becky wasn't feeling too well.
She hasn't had her medication in 2 days.
Well, CJ hasn't been giving it to her?
I never got a chance to tell him about Becky's cancer.
Well, he doesn't know?
No, so we didn't get to give him the medicine.
It's all right. When she gets here, we'll give her the medication.
I have this horrible feeling. I know when my cousin's in pain, and she is. Right now, Becky's suffering.
Okay, time to wake up, sleepyhead. Got a big, fat, juicy burger for ya. Hey, come on. You haven't eaten anything all day. I don't want you starving to death on me. You okay?
Yeah.
You don't look okay.
Oh, this stomach thing's a real drag.
All right, first thing, we get back to L.A., I'm taking you to a doctor.
What, for a little tummy ache?
Yeah, well, what if it's more than just a tummy ache?
Thank you for your diagnosis, Dr. CJ. Give me a bite of that.
It's good.
Their situation is completely different from ours, Rick. Your marriage to Amber was based on a lie. Thorne and Macy have a 10-year history. And your mother is not in love with Thorne.
She told me herself.
You know, I don't even know why we're talking about this. And even if she is in love with Thorne, she shouldn't be. He's married.
What if Thorne feels the same way? Did you ever think about that?
He doesn't. You can't be siding with your mother about this, Rick.
Look, something happened in Venice. I don't know what, but my mother and Thorne became very close. They were engaged.
They might have been having some weird affair.
No, they were going to get married.
Okay, so then Thorne takes my sister to Amsterdam and he proposes to her? No, that is ridiculous, Rick. Thorne loves my sister and nobody else.
No, I'm not so sure about that.
Well, I am.
Look, I don't want to make some big issue out of this, but when my mother tells me that she and Thorne were engaged, I believe her. I may not understand why, and I don't know why he married your sister. But I do know this. My mother is very attached to Thorne, and Kimberly, I hate to say it, but I think Thorne feels the same way.
Well, I think that you are wrong, Rick. I have seen Thorne and Macy together a lot more than you have, and they are committed to each other. And no one is going to break them apart. Macy is my only family, and it's my job to protect her. Now, if your mother does not stay away from my sister's husband, I'm going to do something about it, Rick. I will. I promise you that. I will.
If I were you, I'd turn around and walk out of here right now.
I will. As soon as you make me a promise.
Forget it.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Your promises don't mean a damn thing anyway.
You know, I stayed away from Thorne, Macy. I didn't have to, but I did.
For me, I suppose.
No, I did it for Thorne. He asked me to.
Doesn't that tell you something? Doesn't that give you a little hint that maybe Thorne is committed to his wife?
Oh, yeah, he's committed to you, all right.
Look, I know exactly what went on in Italy.
I know you do.
So Kimberly told you?
No, Thorne did.
Well, that was his way of warning you to back off, no doubt.
You know, I would be married to Thorne right now if Rich and Eric hadn't set me up.
Thorne didn't marry you because he realized what a huge mistake it would have been.
That's not the reason.
Of course it's the reason. No matter what led up to that incident in the hotel room, what Thorne saw was you and Ridge on the bed kissing, and it was not one-sided.
No, Macy, you're wrong.
Am I? You telling me that you didn't enjoy Ridge's arms around you, his kisses, the feel of his
I was
body?
trying to push him off of me.
Well, Thorne would have seen that, though, and he didn't, did he? Instead, he saw a woman doing what she does best, making love to a Forrester man.
I was not making love to Ridge. And if Thorne had stuck around a minute longer, he would have seen that I was the victim, not the participant.
Why didn't you explain that to him?
Because he left and I couldn't find him. And by then he had made a commitment to you, and you know that he takes commitments very seriously.
He didn't take the commitment to you very seriously. But then obviously neither did you.
In his heart, he is still committed to me.
Oh, sure he is. And I'm wearing his ring.
You're pathetic.
No, you're pathetic. He's protecting you. That's why you're wearing his ring.
What's that look for?
Look, you don't have to pretend with me, you know.
Pretend what?
Becky, I can tell you're feeling really crappy.
So, I'm in a little bit of pain. It's no big deal. And besides, I almost expected this.
Why?
Because anybody that's been blessed the way that I've been blessed deserves to have a couple challenges once in a while. I'm not gonna complain, and you're not gonna worry about it.
Just try to breathe, okay? Try and relax. Put on your seatbelt. We're getting the hell out of here.
Did CJ say how bad Becky was?
No, just that he was worried about her.
But CJ has no idea how ill she really is. I can't help thinking maybe we should have told him when he was on the phone.
Oh, Sally, we couldn't do that. We'll tell them when they get back.
How are we going to do this? How are we going to tell them this?
Eric, there is no right or wrong way to tell people a thing like that when they have no idea what's happening.
Do you know what CJ said on the phone, Mr. Forrester? He said that he couldn't imagine a life without Becky. He's happier than he's ever been. And so is she. And it's all about to come crashing down the moment they walk through that door.
I know that you're gonna side with your sister on this, but you've got to understand, this is my mother we're talking about. I have to support her.
Even when she's wrong.
I'm not convinced that she is.
So you're gonna support someone who is trying to break up a good marriage?
It's a marriage that should have never taken place. My mother and Thorne were engaged before Macy ever went to Venice. Doesn't that count for anything?
No, it doesn't, Rick. Why should it? They broke up. They were not married.
Yeah, but why? Why did they break up? You know something, don't you?
All I know is that Thorne chose Macy, not Brooke. And she needs to learn to respect that, and so do you.
I'm sorry. I don't. My mother deserves to be just as happy as your sister. And I say it's up to them to work it out, not us.
My sister against your mother? No way, Rick. I know how powerful Brooke is. Macy's going to need my help, and I'm going to be there for her.
Thorne is protecting me?
That's right, Macy.
Oh, from what? From you? You know, a lot of women might need protection from you, but I certainly don't, and Thorne knows that.
He's not protecting you from me.
Well, then what?
Something that is a far greater threat to you than I am. And we both know what that is, don't we?
I have no idea what you are talking about, and even less desire to sit here and find out what that is. Goodbye.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
Would you just quit playing word games and spell it out?
I can't believe you don't see it.
See what?
The reason Thorne is still married to you.
I know why he is married to me, because he loves me.
The way you want to be loved, with passion, abandon. I know you don't feel that with Thorne.
Would you just get to the point, or I am out of here?
You're an alcoholic, Macy. And you can't stay sober by depending on somebody else.
What in the hell does that have to do with anything?
Don't you see? You are dependent on Thorne, and it's not going to work.
I am not dependent on Thorne for my sobriety.
Yes, you are, and you better start admitting it, or else you will go back to the bottle. You've been close to taking that drink this week, haven't you?
Who told you that?
Thorne did. Macy, that's the only reason he's staying with you, out of duty. He's worried that if he leaves you, you're going to start drinking again. And you won't. You won't, because you're not some helpless little waif. You're a strong person. All these years you've been sober, it hasn't been Thorne that's done that for you. It's been you. Look, I know that you love him, but you have to let him go. And you can. You're going to have to do that, Macy, because it's not fair to keep a man this way. It's just not right.
That you The nerve. The temerity to use my addiction against me is just utterly abhorrent. Thorne took a vow. Before a minister, before God, it had nothing to do with my addiction. He promised me that he wouldn't hurt me, and he won't. So let me warn you one last time. You either back off, or I will bring the full power of my husband, his family, and most of all myself to make sure that I put an end to you and your immoral behavior. And I almost hope that you don't take me seriously. Because right now, I would like nothing more than to flush you down that sewer that you've lived most of your life in. You stay away from my husband, or I will destroy you.
I'm gonna put him down. Okay. Come on. I think you need to have a little quiet time here. Oh, there you go. Be strong.
Okay.
Hey, we're back.
Where's Becky?
She went to the drugstore to grab something for her stomach.
You didn't go with her?
It's just around the corner. She wanted to walk. Amber, what's wrong?
Just come in, CJ.
Hello, son.
Hey. Oh, what are you guys doing here?
We want to talk to you, you and Becky.
What about?
Let's just wait till she gets back, okay, CJ?
Why? What's going on? Mom?
I think Stephanie's right, son. We really should wait until we're all here, okay?
Why don't you just tell me now? This is serious, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Amber, is the baby okay?
It's not about the baby, CJ.
Then what is it? Look, you guys, I want to know what's going on, and I want to know right now.
Okay, CJ, let's just wait until...
No, Amber, I'm not gonna wait. Mom, tell me what is going on here. Damn it, you guys, come on.
All right, son. We'll tell you what's going on. We'll tell you everything.